started? Who's excited? Who's curious about what the heck is going on? Who loves the teasers? Awesome. Okay. Welcome, Team B. We leaders here are going to be on for the next 30 plus minutes, giving you a little bit of a rundown of what we've been up to and where we're going. Jen, you're so pumped. Exactly. So this has been in the making for some time, is trying to figure out where we're going as a team, what we represent in the world. And before we do that, I want to kind of step back a little bit and give you, because there's a lot of new people on our team that have no idea why we came up with Team B a really, really, really long time ago, and how this, and how we are evolving. So how's that? So for a lot of you on here, most of you know Nicole Scott, 100 Club NMD, and I just want to welcome, especially I know that there's new people on the call tonight. We do this call every Wednesday at 8:30 to love on you guys and give you value and awesome training, but tonight is a little bit different. We really want to paint a picture for you guys of a vision and a mission of where we're headed. But before I do that, I want to talk to you about a little bit about why we decided Team B a long time ago. So probably about 5 or 6 years ago, as our team was growing and we came back from a huge conference, we saw that a lot of teams were creating names and kind of creating an energy behind like the vibe that they've been doing. And we came back as a leadership group, and we got out one night, and Melissa Hyde's neighbor specialized in marketing, and he came and he helped us really break down you know, what our team represented at the time. And so a lot of work got in, you know, a lot of work and exercises, and we came up with the name Team B. And the B, just so you guys know real quick, it symbolizes community, brightness, personal power. A long time ago, the B symbolized sun, goddess, celebration, community, and that was totally what we were about. It also delivers humans with wax and honey, and it's got the spiritual power. It represents actually the heart chakra and life sweetness. And the bee has strong ties to sunlight and warmth. And that kind of all symbolized what we were as a team. And so, you know, we kept on digging deep and looking at, there's so much. If you guys Google like bee or the spiritual meaning of bee, it's like us. It's what we attract. It's who we are. You know, bees work hard. They earn the gold. That was us, right? I got a few things here. Bees buzz in our consciousness when we need reminding of organization, teamwork, and our ability to accomplish a lot of work, a ton of work, even if we feel small or ineffective. Bees are tiny, but they're mighty. So sometimes, you know, as reps, we might feel tiny, but with the tribe, we're mighty together. I mean, there's just so much that I can go on and on. Bees are powerhouse for change. They create harmony in the world, and if we don't have bees, we don't have food. So I could go on and on, but I wanted to give you guys a little perspective of like what the bee symbolizes. And then we went Team B, and we got excited, and we created a website and all of this stuff. And, you know, and then Melissa, you know, the one thing us leaders are great at is ideas, but then we have to execute them. And so we kind of, I think, left you guys a little bit hanging after 4 or 5 years we did this, but then we didn't do much more behind it. There wasn't a lot of education. We never really came up with a strong vision statement or mission statement. And I'm going to kind of, you know, turn it over to Melissa here in a sec, because she just kept on hounding us leaders in a very good, persistent way. Is when we started to move forward and want to do stuff, she kept on challenging us. Is this our vision? Is this part of our mission? And we'd be like, well, sure, maybe, I don't know. And there was confusion. And so she just kept on challenging us. We need to get together. We need to get together. We need to come up with a stronger vision and mission for this team. And then we started to brainstorm and we went, well, what's the meaning of the B? It's love, it's life, it's order, it's growth, it's wisdom, it's beauty, it's family, it's delight. And we just kept on going on, and it's mystery, and it's sweetness, and it's nurturing, and all of this great stuff. And so I'm going to pass it over to Melissa so she can take over in this conversation, because I just want to give kudos to Melissa, because she was the one, it was almost like that annoying bee. She wouldn't stop saying, you know, before we can grow and continue to grow, we need to have clarity. So Melissa, I'm going to let you take over and help them understand what was on your mind and on your heart that allowed us to get us to where we are today. So Melissa?
Nicole, yeah, I'll admit it, I was annoying, but I just felt it to my core that we were literally throwing at the wall and seeing what would stick. The Aussies were doing this kind of event, we would try that. The UK folks were doing this event, we tried that, and we just, whatever was the latest and greatest event, we just thought, oh, let's try it, let's see what works. And then one day, I think it was during a conversation with Nicole, as I said, but what is Team B all about? Like, what resonates with us? What type of events are true to us? We just keep running around trying everything and not sticking with anything. And it kind of dawned on me that we did not have a vision statement or a mission statement for Team B. And we started to share a little bit more about that with Jen. It started with her, and we described to her what the meaning of Team B, what the meaning of the B meant, and she said, I'm totally blown away. I never understood. I thought it was just because, you know, we're busy bees, and I never thought much of the name. I was like, but now you tell me it has so much meaning. And then we did the same thing with Sarah, and she had the same reaction. She was totally blown away. And so I knew we were onto something, that we had to come up with something that was meaningful to all of us that are part of Team B. And so we went back to where it all started, was what does the meaning of Team B, and what is that all about? And then we knew once we had that
Uh-oh. We're losing you, Melissa.
Oh no.
Yeah, we can't hear you. You're like totally jibber jabber. It must be because you're driving and you're not getting good cell reception. So do you want me? I guess I'm gonna. Hello?
Hello?
There you are. We can hear you.
Oh, I'm back? Okay, sorry, I'm just on the 404 here. Sorry, guys. This was planned long before we were going to go live tonight. Otherwise, I'd be at my desk. So, as I was saying, I feel that Nicole, Jen, Sarah, and I were really great with ideas and all this. And we come up with these ideas, and then we get busy. And so we, as a group, committed to going to our NMD Summit early for a day and just focusing on this. And if you know us, you would be so proud of us being able to sit still for this long, confined to a hotel room. We did have to leave here and there, and just started to brainstorm and determine what are we all about. And just for those of you that don't know, an NMD Summit is something that NMDs and Qs this year were invited to, where we do some review of last year, where we do planning, and they treat us all expense paid weekend and put us up at the most beautiful resort. This time we were in Quebec City. It was just a winter wonderland. And the four of us went early so that we could plan on this. And I am beyond excited. It has been everything I could do to not share what we have been up to, waiting for tonight to be able to share this. And so now I want to pass it over to Jen and Sarah. And they're going to take over from what happened when we got together in Quebec. So go ahead, girls.
Thanks, Melissa. How's it going, guys? So yeah, the joke has kind of been that since day one, I've been like, Team B, it's so cheesy, guys. Like, I'm just keeping it real right now. I was like, I don't get it. I don't resonate with it. I've got lots of energy all the time, but like I'm a bee buzzing around. I'm like, guys, let me bring in a Team B page. Like, it just never meant anything to me. Hence why Team Hustle evolved, because we were at conference a couple years ago, and some of us girls were chatting, and we're like, you know what, we just need something that's a little bit more that feels like our own thing, but we didn't know sort of how to implement this. And it got us thinking. And so I always joke around with Melissa and Nicole saying, you know, I feel like, what is this Team B thing? And exactly what Nicole said, it was like this great idea. They came up with it. It's an amazing name and brand, but they just forgot to explain it to everybody. So we had like obviously joked around because we're all red. So for those of you who don't know what that means, it means we're scattered people, and we're like kind of leading the pack, but we're scattered. And I was like, guys, once they started telling me about what Team B was and meant, it had so much more meaning to it. And all of the ideas behind it really resonated with myself and with Sarah and with all four of us as we were in the room. So here we are, picture, we're in Quebec City, we're drinking wine, we've got like big, huge pieces of paper everywhere, and we're talking about how can we rebrand things and how can we change the look and change the feel of everything and really make it so it's something new that is going to resonate with everybody. And so we're, you know, what is our mission statement? What is our vision? And so we're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And we started it kept coming back to sweet. Like, what do we want to do? We want to make things sweeter. We want to have, you know, we want to sweeten people's lives. How do we do that? We do it by making them healthier. We do it by teaching them how to build a sweet business so you can have a sweet life. And so just this word sweet kept coming up. And so we started bouncing more and more ideas off of each other. And literally we all left Nicole's room, and I went into my room, and I came like running back into her room. And I was like, oh my God, I think I have an idea. I think I have it. And you might hate it. There's a little person right here. You might hate it, but like, I think this is something that's going to resonate with everyone. And so with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to Sarah so she can talk a little bit about what we decided on and what it kind of looks like at this point.
Yeah, thanks, Jen. I same thing with Jen, just to give a little bit of backstory. Yeah, when I joined the business, I didn't even think twice about the name. I was just like, okay, that's weird. Don't really resonate with it, but got it. But my mind was blown. Literally, they're telling me, like, they're rhyming off names of like the B. I'm like, oh, that's us. Oh, that's us. Oh, that's us. And it was just such an epic weekend for so many reasons. And this was one of them. I feel like I felt lost. I didn't really know the direction that Nicole and Melissa and Jen were going. And I was looking at all these other teams, not that they were better than us, but they just got clear on what their vision and their mission were. And we had not had that clarity, and that word kept coming up. We need to get clear. We need to get so clear. And I said that we say that in our Start Strong. If we're not clear on who we are and what we're about, how can we ask people to join us on this? And so there was so much that went into this this weekend. And yes, papers and wine and more wine and food and lots of other fun things, burpees, and it was just awesome. And yeah, we felt so close to it. And it was like, oh, we just can't get it. And then when Jen, came up with this awesome hashtag or what we are, which I'm going to reveal right now, it was just like, yes, we finally came up with it. And as you guys know, most of you know that I've been really putting a lot of effort into social media. Social media is an amazing tool in our business. It's the way of the future. I'm not saying that's how we all can grow our business, but it's a really amazing tool. And lots of teams with Juice Plus, other teams around the world have these really amazing landing pages. And that is what we have been grinding on for about a month. I'm so proud of us that we've gotten this beautiful website landing page that I'm going to share with you guys right now. So guys, this is not it. You guys all see my page?
Yeah, can see it, Sarah.
Amazing. So Jen came up with Your Sweet Life. And how cool is that? Because the sweet kind of just like is about everything about the bee, and you know, that's what we want. We want to sweeten the lives of others. We want to design our sweet life. And you know, we have so many amazing things happening moving forward that Nicole and Melissa will share. I can't see the chats. Just give me 1 second here. Oh, love it. Yeah, thanks, Stace. So this is going to be our landing page, the teambee.com. You see this login here. When we hit the login, it's going to bring us to a password. The password is Team B, all one word, lowercase, and that brings us to the portal where all of our content is, where the old Team B, thechange.com is. So Team B is the password. I'll just scroll down here. Karen, who does all of our flyers for our corporate events, has been patient and amazing, and all of our vision came together and has created this amazing landing page. So I'm just going to scroll down. And Your Sweet Life. We're a global wellness tribe that sweetens the lives of others. We are mothers, fathers, students, full-time professionals, retirees, and athletes that have chosen an unconventional way of creating a sweet life. We believe everyone has the potential to achieve their dreams and be the best versions of themselves, and this business opportunity can make that happen. You guys, this is live now. You guys can go and have a look at it. It's just a really warm, inviting, passionate page that we've all just pumped so much, you know, thought and process into it. And what we really wanted to do is add value to anyone that comes to our page. So here, anyone that goes to our page gets this free guide sorry guys, that we've put together. It's gonna take a minute. So it's basically raise your vibe and sweeten your life. So we've done up kind of like our Raise Your Vibe events, a little handout about the importance of mindfulness, gratitude, meditation, movement, community, nutrition. Nicole does an amazing thing on nutrition. And then Jen has provided us with a workout guide, which is everything you can do at home, and then a massive, beautiful recipe book. So every single person that goes to our site plugs in their email and gets this free guide. So I think it's so important for us to have a tool like this. This is for us to use, a whole entire team to use and to share with people. Nikki is going to be the one kind of manning the back end of all the emails that we'll be getting. I'm just trying to get out of here. And then it's about, you know, our team. And then we've really, we're just kind of, you know, tapping into the next part, and it's Your Sweet Body. So hashtags will be YSL and Design Your Sweet Life, and YSB, Your Sweet Body. We really are feeling that the shred is dead. And in the next, you know, handful of, you know, weeks, we're probably going to be collaborating and coming up with some really great content of our own. You know, what works out there, thinking of a different program that we'll have on here that all of our prospects can download their information. And then it's just an amazing landing page, another tool for us to use. But I hope you guys, you know, really see the value in this and see the hard work that we've put back into this and realize that we are so clear on who we are and what we want, for not only ourselves, but the people in our lives and people that we have met, we haven't met. This is just a great tool for us to use. I think Nicole or Melissa are going to just share. And we have some, I don't know if you guys saw when you guys first came on, but we have a bunch of pictures that we have our logo on, and there's only a handful of them right now, but I'll share them on Team B that we can start using. We're going to do some for Your Sweet Body. These ones right now are just Your Sweet Life, but there's about 6 of them that we have our logo on. And we wanted to also make this inclusive, not just to millennials, not to just girls. Dax, I know you're on here, and I think there's probably another handful of guys on our team, and we wanted to make sure that this felt kind of right to you. It wasn't pink, it wasn't purple, but it was inclusive of all of our potentials and prospects. And there's families, there's great pictures with families. So I really, really hope you guys are excited about this as we are. It's just an amazing thing for us to give to you guys, and to new team coming on, that you can share this. And I hope you guys are proud of what Team B is, because I certainly, especially more after Quebec, I'm so thankful that we have amazing leaders like Nicole and Melissa that have gifted us with their experience. And the Team B is just a really, really powerful, beautiful spiritual animal. And there's so much more. If you guys go afterwards and Google like B, spiritual animal, you'll be like, oh my God, that's so us, that's so us. So that's our big news.
Awesome. Well done, Sarah. There you go.
Austin.
Are you guys excited or what? Unmute.
Yay, applause.
I just want to say, guys, the website name that you would give out to people is designyoursweetlife.com. I put it in the chat, and then when you type it in, it just automatically changes to teambethechange.com. But give them that nicer website name, and then to get into the old Team B website, you just log in, and everything, all the information is still there, but we are going to rebrand that as well, so it matches this.
It's so beautiful, guys.
Good job.
That's so exciting.
Really, really nice.
Well done.
Does anybody have any questions?
Do you want to share the guide, Sarah?
She already did. She already shared it. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, she already went through it.
Awesome.
Yeah, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very nice. So, the way that you can use this, as Sarah said, is it's just another tool. So it's going to be a great branding opportunity on social media. Karen has produced a lot of different visual pieces for us that we're going to get on Team B website ASAP, so that you guys can start using some of the tools. So remember, when we talk about the funnel and we talk about creating curiosity, we're going to be still creating curiosity on social media through our hashtags and our movement and our new visuals. And then people are going to be like, hey, what are you up to? What's this about? Or they're liking your stuff, and you follow up with them. And then what's the second thing that we do? We get into conversation, and we start to have that conversation with people. And then they want to start to know a little bit more. Then you can send them our website, our landing page, for them to know what we're up to. And then after that, the next step is it's your responsibility to follow up with them. Nikki is going to be responsible logging in daily to check out leads. We will be very diligent about making sure, hey, how did you hear about us? Oh, Instagram. Who was it on Instagram? Our whole point is to make sure that we are going to be giving out contacts to the people that have put it out there. But really, at the end of the day, if you're following the funnel and the system and you're using it as a tool, you're going to be able to continue the conversation and close them off. That is the whole point of this as a landing page, giving people the vision and mission of what we are up to, if that makes sense. Just like I've been using Team B, the Change website, for years and years, and using that as a tool. It's just a tool based on the conversation that happened. Does that make sense? Anybody else? Comment, questions?
We also want to share, Nicole, we don't really have the details, but we understand that there is a lot of, we're going to be working with Nikki to provide, you know, new reps and customers with a process and stuff. We just haven't really ironed out what that looks like, but I think maybe that's important to share.
Yeah, it's just, you know, once we kind of, our whole point of this was getting this out to the world, getting it out to you guys so that we could start moving forward, especially coming into the new year. And so you can appreciate that we worked very hard in a short period of time to make this happen. And Karen, and I mean, I'm going to give a big shout out to Sarah Naylor, because she was the one that led this project. She was like our hero. She was the one that kind of took the initiative on this, and we were in the background loving on her and supporting her. And she was kind of saying, hey, I need this from you, and you're behind on this. And so we just really appreciate you, Sarah, for making this happen, because if it wasn't for you, this wouldn't be here. And this is a woman that's already working full-time, has a baby, trying to build the team, tons of frontline that she's just recruited, had the flu, her baby had the flu, came to the regional, had the flu. I'm just like, and she's still freaking making this happen. So this is a woman of no excuses, and taking one for the team. So what I want to say is that we haven't perfected yet as we move forward. And, you know, our new way of looking at things now is, how do we sweeten the life of? How do we sweeten our events? How do we sweeten the life of our customers? How do we sweeten the life of our distributors? So as we move forward in the next month or two, as a leadership team, we do meet once a month on Thursdays. We're always coming together. We're brainstorming. Nikki's in the background helping, trying to keep up to all of our ideas, poor thing. And so we are going to be tightening up different ways that we will add value and sweeten the lives of customers, distributors, and those details will continue to unfold as we have more answers and kind of tighten up that process. But we want to be creative, and we want it to be unique, and it's going to come from us, our energy. And now, because we're clear on our vision and our mission statement, it just makes it so much easier to have those conversations as we move forward. So the new type of event that we will be doing as we move forward into 2019, we used to do what was called Design a Life You Love. We are now converting it over to Design a Sweet Life. So our flyers will be different. It will be the same, very similar model. When we do an event, it will be kind of like introducing on the product, introducing 3 product stories, talking about the business, doing 3 business stories, and closing up and having a fun social. That seems to be kind of the magic in the world, where people are just doing these consistently. And I know that Sarah has taken this on with the Ottawa team. You're starting to do these weekly. It's going to be new fire, new energy. And we want that kind of energy to start to spread, you know, whether you started in the home or starting to do them as online events. It's just going to be a new branding out there for the world to see, which is really cool. And our Facebook page that we have right now, which is called the Design a Life You Love, that will be changed in the next day or two. Nikki will be behind the scenes doing a new Facebook banner, and changing that Facebook group to Design a Sweet Life. So we're working on all the changes behind the scene. Be patient, but like I said, we just wanted to get the new Facebook page, website to you guys, and we'll continue to add great stuff to it. So thank you. I think that's it. That was our launch. I hope you guys are as excited as us. If you got any more questions, and or they show up in the middle of the night, text us, and we will be more than happy to answer them again. Thank you everyone for joining us, And now there's 9 o'clock prospect call that Sarah Beermore is running. So if you've got any prospects, you can jump on for the 9 o'clock call. I think that's it. Jen, Melissa, any closing words?
Good night, sweet bees. It's going to be a sweet year.
Thank you, ladies.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
hope you guys
everyone.
are excited.
It's awesome.
excited
Super
as we are.
awesome. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Password is Team B. Yeah, Team B to get in.